Good morning. We are working on Christian life coaching, and this week we're gonna work on the coaching work. Well, I just put the coaching work in here, and it was readable, but I don't know what happened to the tablets because I worked on uh, my laptop computer, and I got just downloaded that um, to my iPad, but I don't know what happened. That sorry for that, but that's coaching work, okay? When someone comes to you for help, what is your immediate reaction? I don't need your help, or who the hell are you want to work, to help me? But if you know the person and the person knows you well, you can do that, right? Actually, recently somebody offered me to coach me, so I just accepted it. Why not? Because I have no reason to say no. It's good to have a coach, and he knows a whole lot more than me on a certain area. So I just accepted that, and so I got a coach. Okay, I used to got a coaches in many areas, even though that they just claimed that I'm new coach, but I was thinking that, and I accepted those people as my coaches. For example, my mother was my coach when I was um, in church life. So in the you know in my Christian life area, she was my coach, and I learned lots of things from my father. And I took my father as my coach in some areas, and I'm still learning from him. Okay, and new areas I need some coaches. That's the best way I can learn fast. Okay, if you want to learn fast, you want to have a coach, or you want to have your personal teacher, like piano lesson or language learning like Hispanic or French or whatever you want. The best way you learn that faster and better, you better have a coach. You can pay, but that's the best way you can learn something. If you are a good reader, good readers, and you can learn fast from the books, you can learn it. Okay. When I was learning swimming, I was pretty bad at swimming because I had some problems when I was young. So I got drowned once. So I had this kind of water phobia. But when I was learning swimming, I just read some books because I learned some books, and I tried to practice it in the pool, but I just learned from swimming coaches. I never took any swimming classes, but I just heard and some, and I watched what other coaches were trying to teach the groups or individuals in the swimming pool. So I just learned it, and I practiced that. So learning something, you better have teachers. That's the best way. The best way you want to learn foreign language, you want to live with the person, whether they women or men. You better leave those people so you can learn foreign language quickly. That's the best way. Okay, but you want to help. You wonder if you have what it takes. this person comes to you and asks a question, and you try to provide the answer, or at least think out loud with them to come up with your best guess or best idea as to what would most help them. If you are a lawyer, accountant, plumber, mechanic, pastor, or other specialist, you seek to answer their questions out of your specialty. That is normal, and in many instances, exactly what is needed. As I told you, if you want to learn fast and right, if you want to get wisdom, get coaches or teachers at least. Okay, but if you find any teachers or coaches who are not quite workable with you, just leave those people right away. They're not going to be changed. You're not going to be changed. Okay? It's not getting married. Once you get married, you're going to just stay with the person, with your fiance, okay? With your partner. But coaches and teachers, that's whether you pay or not, you don't want to stay with those people, because sometimes those people can be toxic. It's not because they are bad, but because it's not workable with those people. And some people are claiming they are good teachers and good coaches, but it can be bad for you. It can be good for other players and other people in certain areas, but it's not good for you. Just leave it on those people. And what often happens, many times people reject other people's advice. Why? Simply put, it is not their idea. They did not come up with the aha that leaves their seeking answers. It may not be what they want to hear. It may not be what they expected to hear. They may not be ready to hear it. In short, the success rate of people hearing, understanding, accepting, and observing and acting upon the advice that is given is relatively rare. Certainly, there are exceptions. Oftentimes, we go to the expert for advice, doctors, lawyers, etc. Yeah, even there, how many of us heed the advice of the professional? We don't like hearing that we have to lose pounds, and so we resist to what they say. So even though you have great coaches, if you don't want to listen to them, if you don't like those people, no matter what, you can't get anything from those people. But if you want to learn something, if you want to get something, and if you choose your coaches, you just stick to it, to those people, and you can get it, what you want. Through coaching, there is a shift from this familiar way of helping to a new way to help. It can be illustrated through the knowledge model below on the following page, which has been taught by International Impact. Okay, looking at the knowledge model about, so there's knowledge model. Coaching takes the left side approach. The circles and triangles. There are some things, but I just want to just skip those things. But I want to just focus on something in the back. So like this, why coaching works. Janet Rahan, executive growth coach, scaling product, people, processes, X, direct product, mastery, then. And I want to just borrow her ideas like this: positive people, why coaching works. 80% improved self-confidence, 73% improved relationships, 72% improved communication skills, 67% improved work-life balance. In the fact of uncertainty caused by workforce reductions and other factors, expectations remain very high. So positive people, why coaching works? Positive people, we need to be positive. If you want to learn something new, you don't know, you wanna be positive, on learning. You wanna be positive to your coaches. If you don't like your coaches, you can't learn. So you better decide to like your coaches, so you can learn. So you can learn lots of things, the most things from your coaches, unless you're not gonna get anything from them. So you wanna be humble? That's good. That's a good way to learn something from others, from books, from systems, from groups, and from companies, from churches. You want to learn something, you have to be humble. Okay? So you want to be humble. So be positive. Be positive, and you can get those things from coaches. 80%. Self-confidence. Because when you have good coaches, if you are positive with your coaches, and they're usually gonna encourage you. So that can level up your self-confidence. And because you have advisors or coaches, you can ask those people what you are doing, what you are planning. And then there is a checkpoint. Somebody just double check to your plan and what you are doing, and you have more confidence. Okay? You are grabbing something, but you are wondering if you want to eat it or not. But when your mother said, okay, you can eat it, and you eat it, you can devour it. Improve relationships. Because you have self-confidence. That's the most important thing. Self-confidence, self-esteem. You have a high level of self-esteem, you can learn. You have a good relationship because you have confidence in you. If you think you look ugly, you have low self-esteem, how can you have a good and healthy relationship with others? Oh, I'm poor, I'm ugly, I'm not good at it, I failed on this many times. What kind of self-esteem you have? Can you make a good relationship with others? Then you're gonna ask your partner, you're gonna leave me? Don't leave me. I hate it. We can't build any good relationship with those people who have low self-esteem. Okay? Communication skills, because you have confidence, you have good, self-esteem, and you can talk. You don't hide. You don't afraid of what you are thinking, what you are talking. So you can have good communication skills. Work and life balance. Most workaholics, they have low self-esteem. They think they have to work 24 hours, 7 days. So they want to just show something. They want to just show that they are not useless. Workaholic, like alcoholic, that's sickness, that's disease. No balance between work and life. So you want to know the difference between your work and life. How are you going to just control the balance? So lots of coachings. There are so many dissertations regarding on the pastors' burnouts because they work many hours. They think they have to answer to the phones every single time. They go crazy, right? How does coaching benefit individuals? The personal benefits of coaching are as wide-ranging as individuals involved. Numerous clients report that coaching positively impacted their careers as well as their lives by helping them to establish and take action towards achieving goals. So your coaching is watching you. Your coaching is supervising you. So you know that your coaching is there. So you want to just work harder. You don't want to just, you want to keep in your mind what they said, what they advised, what they showed. Okay? So for achieving your goals, so aware that your coaches are there for you is important. And to become more self-resilient and confident. Because your coaches are screaming to you to go for it, and you can be more resilient, you can be more stronger, okay? Because you have confidence. Your coaches are there, your coaches are encouraging you, and your coaches know that, your coaches know what you are doing. And you can always come back to your coaches to get more advice and information from. So to living a more meaningful life, making intentional choices. Intentional choices is important. What do you want to get? You need to choose something specific intentionally. So my son is in Air Force right now, and I think that was his good choice. He could have. Well, he didn't have to choose to go to get military training and working for the country. Well, he could work for this country in many other ways, but he chose to be an Air Force from the bottom, and I think that was a good idea because I think he knew that what he was trying to do, and I think he knew what he needed to do or not to do. Okay, I think he wanted to change his life. I think he wanted to challenge his life. I think he wanted to find something specific he wanted to be and do. I think that's why I think sometimes I'm feeling what he felt. I don't know what he really felt and thought. When he decided to join to the army in the Air Force. But sometimes I think I need to get a strict training something so that I can be alert, so that I can be right, so that I can just do something good, so that I can think, so that I can get better or change my life, change my habits. Sometimes I want to just shake off all the things I have in my mind and head and heart and feelings because I want to be new. Okay. Well, you know that you have bad habits, but you just stick to it because you can't get rid of your bad habits at all. then that's the time you need to get special training. You need to get a special coach. Okay? And to take a greater responsibility and accountability for actions and commitments, if you decide everything you want and you are the only one who can take responsibilities and you have no other supervisors and coaches or teachers, you can do whatever you want and can you take a responsibility by it. Why people are trying to keep the laws? Because they don't want to just take huge responsibilities away. If there is no police officers, no detectives, what is the society really like? It's going to be a chaos. What if we don't have militaries? This country can be occupied by others, invaded by others. Because that's what it is. That's what people do, that's what other countries do. Communicate more effectively and build better relationships. Okay. So that's why we want to get coaches. Those are benefits what we can get from coaches. Why coaching works? Increase work performance, improve the business management, improve the team management, improve the team effectiveness. So professional coaching explicitly targets maximizing potential and in doing this unlocks latent sources of productivity. So increased productivity. That's why we need coachings. Productivity is important. Do you think you study if there is no quizzes, no midterms, no final exams? In some ways, people are so passive. It's hard to find active people. They are active when they work on what they really like, but then people are mostly very passive when they get training. Very passive. Well, do you think you work? If you can just survive without money. People work for money, for surviving, unless people not gonna work. People are very passive. People are very passive. So they want to be active when they have coaches. Have you ever heard about the PT, personal trainer? When you go LA Fitness or 24 hours fitness or whatever, you can buy personal trainer. You pay your money to personal trainer, and your personal trainer direct to you work hard. Isn't it funny? You pay personal trainer, and personal trainer standing there and direct to you verbally. Maybe sometimes it shows, this and that, but they usually tell you, work harder, do one more time. Why you pay for it? Because unless we're not gonna do it, unless we're not gonna go LA Fitness, how many people go LA Fitness every day or 5 days a week or 2 days a week or whatever they said a year? December and January, those fitness clubs are busy, busy the most because people just eager to register or renew their memberships. So it's so crowded in January, February, but what about March, April? They are disappearing. They don't come. Why people pay personal trainers? Unless they're not gonna come their fitness clubs. Unless they're not gonna work harder. Like that. So you pay your PT, tell you, do more. People are very passive, okay? But the productivity, you can get more fruits when you have coaches. That's why we have coaches. How does coaching of employees benefit organizations and not their employees? Coaching in organization and leadership settings is an invaluable tool for developing people. The benefits of coaching are many. 80% of people who receive coaching report increased self-confidence, and over 70% benefit from improved work performance and relationships and more effective communication skills. 86% of companies report that they recouped their investment on coaching and more. So there are consulting companies. Consulting companies get paid from companies, and they go there, go and visit and watch and analyze and evaluate what those companies are doing right now. How much money they are spending here or there. How many people are working here or there. How many buildings, how many facilities and machines and computers they are using. Are those valuable? Are those essential? There are too many people to, in a certain areas, they need more people in certain areas, they analyze it and report it. Why? The company doesn't know what they can, they can do. Because when you do something in here, this. When you just step out of the group, you can see what this group is doing, but you usually don't. Even though you try to do that, you already know this group, those people, that system. You cannot see what you want to see. But the third parties can see what this group is doing. And your coaches are third parties. They are not your father. They are not your mothers. They see what you are doing. They can help you what you are doing. So mentors and coaches, you need those people. It doesn't mean that you cannot decide what you want. You always decide what you want, what you do, Because coaches don't decide what you want to do. Even though coaches can say what you want to do, the very you choose to follow it or not, they cannot move you. They can only encourage you, but only you do decide. Okay? Empowers individuals and encourages them to take responsibility. Responsibility is very important. You decide, because you decide, you take responsibilities. Because your company decide, you take responsibilities. Zillow, a real estate company, decided not to do the online flip, house flip business. But the Open Door is another online real estate company. They specialized on house flip things. So they buy houses and flip it and sell it and make a profits from that. And Zillow decided not to do it anymore, even though they just started that not long ago. But they just decided not to do it anymore, and their stock price got fell like 20%, more than 20%. And they take responsibilities. I don't know whether that is a good choice or not, because house prices are plunging. Increases employee and staff engagement. You just work together, and because you have a supervisor. If you don't have a supervisor, do you think you want to work? Improves individual performance because you are getting coaches like a PT, personal training, and your personal trainer is watching you and talking to you. Do one more. And you have to do one more, right? And helps identify both organizational and individual strengths and development opportunities. So coaching is emphasizing on your strengths and at the same time on your weakness too. Fixing your bad habits and bad movements and encouraging good movements, good behaviors, and that's how you can be developed. Demonstrates organizational commitment to human resource development. Demonstrates organizational commitment to human resource development. Okay. All right. So those are the benefits. Return on investment. Why coaching works? Return on investment. Okay. Indeed, the coach-client relationship generates learning and clarify for forward action. Excuse me. With a commitment to clear future outcomes. So individuals that made back their investment, 68%. And 86% of companies that made back their investment. So there is no reason to avoid coaching. But more, motivations that we can have coaches. So that data shows us why we need coachings and how coaching works. Return on investment. You put, $100 and you can get 30%, which means $30 next month, next year. You have no reason not to invest it. 30% of profits a year, it's huge. It's huge. Okay. Even Warren Buffett, he just his goal was 10%, I think around 10% annually. Okay, but he's not investing $100 a year and take the profits out of the bank and invest another, the same amount of money, $100 for another year. No. This year he invested the $100, and next year he got 10% profit, which means he got $110, and he invested that all. And next year he got 10% profit, which means he got 121 or more, something like that. Okay, I don't know how to make it. Okay, that's compound. That's compound investment. And in 10 years, his property became double. But he made more than that. That was great because he knows the investment. Same thing. If you invest for coaching, and your productivity can be increased to 68% to 80% individually and companies, there's no reason not to have coaches, not to have consultants. Okay? How does coaching benefit college students? It was an experiment like that. All education systems focus on training us on various educational skills, but not so much on life skills. Working with a coach early in life gives us a head start. It helps us to be better prepared for life. Well-informed choices on educational and career path. You know what you want, you like, and then you can find the career you like. Because most of the times people don't know what they want. Because they don't know what they want, they cannot focus on their works. If you don't know what you want to be, can you focus on solving math problems today? If you don't know what you want to be, can you focus on reading business, researching arts? Those are useless. Because you don't have a goal, because you don't know the path that you have to walk on. That's why you need to just do this and that. You are doing so many things. You are researching so many things. You are watching so many video clips. Not related with your goal. That's why you cannot reach your goal at all. Increase self-confidence. Because you know where you're going, because you know what you are doing, you have self-confidence. A better personal and professional development. Better personal, professional development. You know what you want. You can focus on what you want. Okay? So those are what you can do. Okay? So that's what we can see from things. Okay, so I want to just go back to the last clip. We want to just focus on. Perhaps it was the way some summarized what we just said, and we heard it coming back to us in a new way. Then somewhere along the way, the fog blows away, coming back to us in a new way. And then somewhere along the way, the fog blows away and the decision becomes clear. There may even be an aha moment where clear thinking emerged and decision became self-evident. those wise friends know they can't tell their friend what to do. They are not the Holy Spirit. Yet in these situations, many friends and colleagues will help the one with the call to think through the decision. In many ways, this is very close to what happens during coaching. Someone comes alongside of you and serves as our thinking partner to serve and assist you in getting out from where you are stuck. Thought in this way, coaching is not so foreign after all. But some people can think coaching is depending on others. Well, could you survive without your mother? You had to depend on your mother. Do you think you could learn, alphabets without your teachers when you were in kindergarten or preschool? You depended on those teachers. Could you make money for yourself to buy food and clothes when you were 2 or 3 years old? You depended on your father. Can you just get, what you are learning from this class by yourself? Yes. But you can get those facts. But you can, have something from me, so you are taking this class. Or at least you are taking this class for your benefits, for your bachelor degree or whatever. Okay? So you are depending on this class. You are depending on this college. But at the same time, you just help others. Okay? So we are depending each other. We are just living each other like this. So that's what, in Chinese character, the people means one person and the other person are depending each other. If you don't this person, you're gonna fail. Okay? If you don't have this person, you're gonna fail. Right? It's easy to understand, because this one is pressing down, it can stand like this. If you don't have this, it's gonna fall. Okay? If you don't have this, it's gonna fall. So that means we are depending on each other. So getting advice and encouragement from your coaches, it's not shame. The real shame is that you know something and you got something from your people you depend on, but you don't practice it and you don't make decisions and you don't follow directions, or you don't apply that to your real lives, and so you don't have fruits from that. That's the real shame. That's the real shame. No people are feeling that they feeling shame when they learn playing baseball. You have to understand your body, but your coaches already understood how our bodies are working. Muscles, bones, mind. Okay? Hands, wrists, elbows, arms, back, belly, waist, hips, legs, foot. They understand how our bodies are moving and working together. Okay? And they know the best way you swing your baseball bat. But you have to choose whether you're going to follow them or not. Because coaches are not living for you. You live your lives. You make your own choices. And coaches are just advising you and encouraging you. So all responsibilities fall on you, very you. You know what? Even Holy Spirits cannot do anything. I mean, cannot make any miracles through you if you don't follow the Holy Spirit. He's going to use somebody else, but not from you, not through you. He's not going to do anything. When Jesus walks and entered the Jericho, one of the biggest city and castle near Jerusalem, Bartimaeus, a blind and a beggar, he heard, that Jesus was passing by, and just he screamed, "Son of David, please mercy on me." And people just scolded him, "Be quiet, you beggar. Be quiet, you just blind. Be quiet, you are handicapped." And he screamed more, "Son of David, please mercy on me." And Jesus told him, "What do you want me to do?" And Bartimaeus asked him, "I want to see. I want to see." And Jesus told him, "Open your eyes are open." No, he didn't say that. He said, "Go, and your faith will save you." Oh my goodness, his eyes opened. What if he doesn't open his eyes and close his eyes? He never tried to open his eyes. He's not going to see. He couldn't see at all. Even though his eyesight recovered, what if he didn't open his eyelids? He opened his eyes. Unless he just stayed like this, as blind, as a beggar. Sometimes Jesus, told people, "Stand up and walk." What if the paralyzed person never wanted to just walk and stand and walk? "No, I can't stand, I can't walk." He just stayed there, right? Even Jesus can't do anything if you don't follow him. So you want to follow Jesus? Stand up. Walk. Right? So you pay your personal trainer, but you don't follow your personal trainer. Oh, I'm done. I don't want to do one more time. I don't want to do one more push-up. Just stay there. It's your choice. Because you are paying, your PT not gonna say anything about that. Your PT not gonna say you are a loser or whatever. Because he doesn't want to lose, or she doesn't want to lose, the money. They want your money. So think about what you are doing. So today is the day you want to think about what you are doing, how you are doing. And decide, whether you want to be a useful person in this world or just loser. Think about that, and that can be your challenge. And even God is telling you that, asking you whether you want to follow me or not. Because if you want to follow Jesus, you want to just believe in God, that's your choice. And God will help you. God is asking you where you are. What are you doing? What did you do? And then you want to answer to God's questions. That's what you need to do. Alright, I think that's it for today, and we're going to just meet next week with different topics in Christian life coaching. Thank you.